disagree. Here?
I vehemently disagree. And maybe Toni Kukoc said this because Kevin Durant's going to wear the number 7 for the Nets. Toni Kukoc was 7 for the Bulls. I don't know what it is. But, Skip, when you look at this, LeBron can just do more things than Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant can shoot the ball at a three-point line at a higher percent. He's a better free thrower. I'm not arguing that. They score basically the same. One is about 27.2, the other is 27.1. LeBron is 27.2. LeBron averages more rebounds, more assists, shoots a high field goal percentage from the floor. So for me, Skip, and Toni Kukoc is like, well, you know, they don't need guys to bring the ball up the floor like they used to, yada, yada, yada. Dwight Howard, anybody can bring the ball to the floor, but we have yet to see Kevin Durant consistently, game in and game out, year in and year out, be the point of emphasis as far as initiating the offense. That's not what he does. That's not what he's good at. Plus the fact, the most debilitating injury for a basketball player, Skip, is the Achilles injury. We have not seen Kevin Durant play in over a year. So for him to say Kevin Durant is the best player in the NBA, having not seen him in a year, I don't know how he can come to that conclusion. But that's his opinion. I vehemently disagree with it. I believe LeBron is a better player than Kevin Durant. We'll get an opportunity to hopefully see that very soon, probably next year when next season kicks off, because now it's being reported Kevin Durant is not returning this season if they do resume the season.
I am highly amused by this because, Shannon Sharpe, you just can't get a break during this last dance. We're now up to episodes 9 and 10, the conclusive Sunday, but it's been 5 long weeks of this. Yet just when you thought it was safe to hold your head up again, to hold it high, you get blindsided by a shot from the man who once upon a time was called the Michael Jordan of Europe, Toni Kukoc, who just matter-of-factly states, in my opinion, Kevin Durant's the best player in the league today. Well, duh. What have I been trying to tell you, Shannon Sharpe, for 4 years here on Undisputed? Kevin Durant is the best player on the planet. He has beaten LeBron James head-to-head in 2 finals in which he was the finals MVP because he owned 2 games, game 3s, in LeBron's house. So the biggest moments in those 2 seasons were owned by Kevin Durant, who then last year looked like he was taking over that series. It looked like he might even be on his way to stealing a 3rd straight finals MVP when his Achilles went. So if you want to use the Achilles excuse, I can't fight you on that. Obviously, he's been out of sight, out of mind this year, but he's not over the hill. He's not too old. I believe with the modern-day Achilles reattachment surgery, he'll be just fine. When he comes back next year, he'll immediately reestablish himself as the best player on the planet because, as you always say, Shannon, he's a 7-foot monster with a 7'5" wingspan. He's the best mid-range jump shooter we've seen in this league since Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He's been a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year because he can really protect the rim and he can really rebound. And you brought up free throw shooting. It's not even close. I mean, he's almost a 90% career free throw shooter. So when you add up the total package, I think Toni Kukoc is saying, what can't you see? Because Toni Kukoc can relate in little big ways to Kevin Durant. Toni Kukoc was 6'11", is 6'11". And when he came in, he could shoot it like no 6'11" player that we'd seen. So he was the 6th man of the year, and he was an important part, an important piece of several Bulls championship runs. And the point is, he gets it because he was kind of that player. He wasn't Kevin Durant, but he was pretty great. And he looks at Kevin Durant and says, well, that's how I played. So that's more valuable than LeBron. Yeah, it is. I just find it highly amusing that you even have to take this from Toni Kukoc.
Skip, look, I think the thing is that with this last dance, I mean, obviously these guys are getting more interview requests and they're chiming in, but this is also this opportunity for them to like, okay, yeah, Michael was the great. Look, do you? But it's just hard for me to see a scenario. And what you tried to do is that, okay, his team won. So in other words, all those years, Isaiah's team was beating Michael. Isaiah was a better player than Michael Jordan, right? Is that what we're saying? Because if my team wins,
no.
Oh, well, why not? That's what you just did with Kevin Durant and LeBron. You said because he won, they won. Isaiah Thomas' team beat Michael Jordan 3 straight years. So Isaiah had to be the better player, right? That's how we doing it. My team beat yours. The best player from that team is the better player. So why not?
No.
So why are we changing this now?
Because as John Sally said, we knew if we didn't rough him up before he launched, once he got up in the air, John Sally said he wasn't human. They had to have a whole set of rules to stop Michael Jordan. Sam Smith's book, The Jordan Rules. Yep.
Skip, the rules were sound basketball. He's a right-handed dominant player. Let's push him to the left and let's bring help from that side. Let's keep him from the right. Don't let him get to his right hand. Don't let him elevate on the right. We're going to push him to the left because he doesn't have he's not LeBron. He's not going to be able to skip pass it or hammer pass out of it. So let's push him to his left hand, make him take the shot. If he comes to the lane, let's put him on his butt. What's so hard about that? That's what they did to all great players. You didn't get no cheap layups. You know that. That's what happened, Skip Baylor.
Shannon.
So I just want to know. Go ahead.
It took 3 bad boy Pistons playing football to keep Michael Jordan from beating them. And as he grew up, he beat them only 1 time the first time, then won 2 games, 3 games, and finally swept them, and they were done because he figured out how to overcome football-playing bad boys.
You see the difference? People didn't like the bad boys. But tell me the difference between the physicality and what the Celtics played with against the Lakers in 84, 85, and then what we saw with the bad boy Pistons. Because you remember Kevin McHale snatched him out the sky. You remember, right? When Robert Parrish just banged on Bill Laimbeer. But because we like the Celtics, we like Parrish, we like Bird, we like McHale, we like DJ, we despised Isaiah. We did not like Rick Mahorn. Dennis Rodman was an irritant. And Bill Laimbeer, how dare anybody like Bill Laimbeer? You see, Skip, if we like somebody, we can tolerate their actions no matter how bad they are. Kevin McHale was snatching people out the sky. They weren't letting people come into the lane, but we like the Celtics. So I say again, those 3 years that Isaiah team beat the Bulls, Isaiah was a better player than Jordan because I'm just saying, that's what you said. Kevin Durant team won.
No, it's not
Kevin
what I
Durant
said.
was the best player. Okay, what you saying?
Okay, you know what you told me? That Draymond Green went out in the parking lot after they lost LeBron and blew the 3-1 lead and cried on the phone for Kevin Durant to come save them. So the next 2 finals boiled down to Kevin Durant as clearly the best player on the Golden State Warriors versus LeBron James, clearly the best player on the Cleveland Cavaliers, though he had a lot of help from Kyrie. But, okay, so now it's head-to-head in LeBron's house, Game 3. Kevin just took both games over. Shannon, he's just better. He's more valuable.
Skip.
I'm sorry. That's star power. That's firepower.
Skip, you saw LeBron's numbers in both games. He averaged a triple-double in one finals, and he was, I think, 4 or 5 rebounds short of a triple-double in another finals. Come on, Skip. Now, see? Now, Michael Jordan put up these numbers in losing causes, and we held him. He went toe-to-toe with them, but he lost. But look at his numbers. LeBron James averaged a triple-double in like 4 or 5 rebounds short of another triple-double, and oh my goodness, he's terrible. He couldn't do anything with Kevin Durant. Come on, Skip, we got to stop this now. If we're going to be fair across the board, be fair all the time. That's all I'm saying. You and I both know
Shannon,
Kevin Durant is unbelievable. What?
LeBron got swept, and he got gentleman swept by Kevin Durant and company. I'm sorry.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, it's over, Shannon.
Let me ask you a question.
It's over.
Let me ask you a question. If I take LeBron and I put LeBron with Steph, Clay, and Draymond, and I take KD and I put him with Kyrie, Kevin Love, in the next year, no Kyrie, Kevin Durant winning 2 titles? No. You and I
He might have won one or
two.
two.
You imagine?
He would have won one.
Skip, can you imagine the looks that Steph Curry and Klay Thompson gonna get with LeBron James playing the point, driving and kicking? We saw what JR was getting. We saw what Channing Frye was getting. We saw the looks they were getting with Kevin Love. Can you imagine what Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, the looks they would get at the three-point? Man, we average 25 threes a night. 25 threes a night. That's what we average.
Shannon, you've told me that LeBron James is the GOAT. He should have been able to do it by himself. Michael Jordan scored 63 at Boston Garden by himself against Larry Bird.
But he did. But he lost. Skip, you do realize in game one he scored 49. He lost. He followed that up with 63. He lost. He lost to Isaiah.